And that's the cops.
Hey guys, Wes. How you guys doing? I'm here with my 150cc GY6 scooter. It's a Chinese scooter. It's a 2008 Roketa. And in one of these boxes here, I have, I think it's in this box, I have, this is it? Yeah, this is it. What we're going to be doing today. This bike doesn't have a fuel gauge that operates. So I went online and I found a sending unit, and we're going to install it. Now I can show you on the bike what's going on. So we'll start by looking in here, and you can obviously see there's gas in there. It's about a half a tank of gas. So when I turn the key on, the dash lights light up. It's definitely on. The gas gauge doesn't work. So in the last video that I did, which was the when I rebuilt the top end of this thing, I was putting it together, and I reached down in the tank and I grabbed this little arm of the current sending unit, and I'd swing it up with a piece of wire, and the actual gauge would pop up. So I'm not exactly sure if this is the right one, because I don't remember it having on like a hammer circle kind of ring deal to install it. But what we're going to do is we're going to tear it down, and we're going to get to the gas tank, and we're worst case scenario, I'll just put this float on my tank, but still it should be a good video here for you guys. So I'm going to set up a time lapse, and we'll tear this thing apart. Okay, I've got all the fairings and seat bucket and everything off. A couple of the things were broken. I did dust it because holy cow, it was dusty. It's still super dusty in here. But this is where we're trying to get to. And I don't remember exactly. See, this is what I'm talking about. This one has, can you see what I'm talking about here? This one has like 4 bolts that hold the sending unit on. I don't know if this is yeah, this one's got a round thing. How did I not notice that? But once I get in here, I'll show you another thing I did. I'm kind of, I don't know, I tried to fix this on the cheap, so let me finish taking this off and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, I gotta pull this. Is that a 10? No, it's like a 13. I've had this out before, and it was about a year ago. I don't remember. It's been stored all winter long. With me totally forgot, you know. There's a couple of nuts, 1/2 inch, 13 millimeter. Oh, the dirt on this. Dirty. Should be able to pull. Can I do this without pulling the fuel lines? Because there's a bunch of gas in it. I have an idea. This thing is a vacuum controlled. I bought one of these a while ago. It might have been in a video, but this is a vacuum controlled fuel cutoff. So, like, the engine has to see vacuum before it opens the fuel. No, so it actually stays open on its own, stays shut on its own. That's right. Duh. Alright, so now we can probably move it. Yes. And then here is the connector. Yeah, that looked the same. I don't know. One dirty fuel tank. Still not entirely sure if we're this is the wrong part, because there's a boss right here, looks very similar. I'm just wondering if I don't know. I'm trying to be optimistic. So we'll pull this off and see. You'll see what I did, which is it worked for a day. I hope it's not coming apart. I try to make my own float. Oh, it's so similar, except for it's not. Now here's my thing I made. Oh my god, can I even get it out now? I hope so. Can you see that? I made a wooden float and I covered it in super glue, but it didn't work. It worked for a couple of days, and I guess it's how it's saturated with gasoline. Out you come now. And somewhere here I have the original float. And my original float, all that's wrong with it, I found it in the bottom of the tank. Thank God that came out. Yeah, see, it was a piece of wood that I just covered in super glue. And it worked for a little while, and that's how I knew the gauge works. So this looks different. I don't know. Even the gasket's different, everything's different. So hopefully, I think all I'm going to do for now is I'm just going to swap this float onto here. And that should fix it. Since I ordered the wrong part. Wow, that was clever. At least I have one more. Where did it go? I'm gonna try to put this somewhere. Try to shoot this somewhere where I can catch it. Oh, I'm getting dirt all over it. That's alright, it's just a scooter. Trying to get this clip off. I don't know if this is gonna work. Can I just, oh, I can take it off here maybe. Take the whole arm off. How about that? See if I can get this clip off. This will probably do less damage by getting this one off. Just leave that one alone. And just put the whole arm on. That will probably ought to work. I don't know. There. Didn't lose it. So this should just come out. And now if I need to, I guess the circuitry in this, I could, oh, it's potted. I'm not going to be able to get it out, but I don't know. I might be able to do something drastic. I'll just buy another one. So this guy, it looks like it's identical in the way it's constructed. Oh, does that just come out like, oh, it's threaded through that. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Well, surgically reinstall the good floaty float. No. I think I need to re-flatten this out, yeah, because it's easy. So what I will do, get a little piece of metal, like the sledgehammer head, and a tiny hammer. I'm okay. We'll just hammer this flat, and that should give the teeth. I don't know, did you even see what I was doing? Yeah. It should push the teeth back down. Yeah, now it's super firm. Might be too hard to get on now. Okay. Maybe this one I just won't hit it as hard. Just lightly hit this new one. Maybe it'll go. Something like a little tube or something. Maybe a small... Wait, there's a tube on this thing. You think that'll work? We'll just force it on with my blowy nozzle. Yes! Yeah, it worked. Get this... Uh-oh. Okay, good. Get that back into there. And we'll push this on all the way. Alright. So now what I want to do is I'm going to go plug it back into the wiring harness and see if I destroyed anything. Because I think this almost went too smoothly. Okay, so I think it's this one. And that's plugged in. So we'll see if I can get you to get an angle where you can see, and also I can see. Can you see the gauge? I can see it. So I got down here, here's the thing. We'll turn the key on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's not reading. Would you believe I plugged into the wrong thing? I mean, I thought this was it. That's probably like tail lights or something, but it's this one. So let's try. Let's try this again. So I will plug into presumably the correct one. You'd think they'd make them where they were interchangeable. Turn the key on. Oh yeah, it's working. All right, let's get you up here. You can see what I'm talking about. Can you see the gauge? It is at full. Let's pick this thing up. That's how it sits in the bike. Fill up with gas. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, cool. All right, so I just had it plugged into the wrong one. All right, well, now let's see if we can put this thing back together. And then it work then. Okay, I've got it like loosely installed. I put the sending unit back in. I just have it in the bike. I just want to see if it actually reads gas. So here I'm going to turn it on. And how much gas did I say it had? I said about a half a tank. Well, I guess it's like a quarter of a tank. Alright. So I'm going to put this thing back together quickly. And then just a couple, I got to put the bracket back on, tighten down these bolts, these fuel lines got to go back on, like that, and then all the fairings and the bucket and everything. So let's quickly do that. Well, it's all back together. Everything went smooth as sandpaper. Every time I put this thing back together, another clip breaks off, or I lose a clip or something. So pretty soon it's going to be held together with only zip ties. Okay, well, I got a gas can here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this thing up. And we're going to see, I'm going to do it with the key on and see if full is full. So I got it pointed at the gauge right now. Let me see how it goes. Is it going up? I think this thing holds about a gallon and a half. It's not going up at all. Am I tripping? How much gas is in it now? Should be nearly full. Uh-oh. I may have bound up the fuel thing. I think what I may have done is installed it wrong. I don't see how that would be possible. Alright, well, I'm going to do some investigating. I'm going to look down inside here and see if I can figure out what I did wrong, because that's pretty full and it should be registering close to full. Okay, well, unfortunately I had to take it all apart because I think I might have clocked this wrong. And once I figure this out, I'm going to put some marks on this, like a paint pen or something, to tell me which way it goes. I think what I did is I put the float going that way. I think it just bound up. I think it's what I did. Yeah, I think it's supposed to go this way. Yep, that's what I did. So I'm going to put 2 screws in this. I'm going to set it back on the bike, plug it in, and then see if it goes all the way to full thing, and then I'll put it back together. You guys don't have to watch that again, and then we'll finish the video. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to set it in situ, like it's supposed to be. Supposed to be. Plug it into the correct one. And now it's turned like 25 degrees. So it was pointing like this, now it's pointing back. So let's get you up here. You can see, I'm going to turn the key on. See if it goes all the way to full tank, which it does. Okay, I'm just an idiot. Alright, so let me put it back together. See, it's all apart again. I'll put it all back together and then we'll come back. Dang it. So, now I won't forget. Alright guys, so I got it all back together, and I kind of spent some time and I fixed some of the plastics that I kind of skipped over last time, so it's actually better than it was. And so here we go. Let's do the final test. So we'll turn the key on. There we go. Full tank. And I think with that, this thing is like almost perfect, you know? Got a rebuild engine, new carburetor. It's great. Everything's working. This is a little loose, I guess. Let's turn this off. Alright, well, I think that's going to do it for this video, you guys. I guess that's it. If you want to watch, there's a bunch of other videos on the scooter on my channel. And like I said, this is a 2008 150cc Rocchetta. It is a MX-17 or MK-17 or something like that. Chinese scooter. Yeah. Alright guys. That's it. Talk to you later.
Start the stand.
Oh.